fill in the blank. My favorite lyric we've ever written is,
life is the bomb and it might blow up just the way that I am. I'm alive and it's bittersweet.
No rules. We can stay as long as we want.
I love it. Sean?
We have lyrics?
Hey, it's your girl, Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and today we're hanging out with a band who's getting ready to release their 4th studio album, Heights, this year. We have Walk the Moon here with us. Hi, y'all. How are you?
Hey.
So good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so nice to see you guys, even though we're still in a Zoom world. How are y'all feeling? I mean, after this time off, you're releasing new music, you're playing shows again. Has it felt like a whirlwind re-emerging back into the real world?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. We just played our first show a few days ago at Wonderstruck Festival in Cleveland. And just to be there in real life with real people on a real stage and feel them sing along to the new stuff. It was heaven.
That first show back, you're walking on stage. What is that feeling going through your mind?
Is it now? Do we go now? Do we wait? Wait, how do we do this? How do I do? Is one foot in front of the, it's like, the stuff that we used to do every single day and just be like, not on autopilot, but we could run like so much of it by memory. You find yourself being like, wait a minute, how did I do this? And then once we got out on stage though, and like the audience was giving us their energy and like singing along with these songs, it just all comes back and it feels so good.
Oh, that's so exciting. We're going to talk more about the tour you're going on, but first I want to talk about some new music. Like I mentioned, Heights, your 4th studio album, so exciting. And now this is interesting because a lot of this album ended up being produced virtually, right? How did that impact the final product?
A little over a year ago when everything stopped. Well, let me put it the other way.
Yeah.
Now in the middle of 2021, everybody knows you can do anything over Zoom. At that time, we were like, we didn't know if it was going to be possible. We literally didn't know if the technology really existed where we could successfully create like a vibing, like a real creative zone for us, to make this album. But thankfully, with technology, with the help of our amazing producers and engineers, we were able to make it happen. We all invested in our home studios. Sean literally transformed his house into a giant drum studio.
I was going to say, Sean, this is a nice setup. I like it. It looks great.
I just wanted to live in the studio, I kept in a cot there and the producer said, no, you have to go home at some point.
Creatively with this album, what was the most challenging part? Again, so many great things, being able to do things virtually.
Even though it took some troubleshooting, it ended up being pretty smooth. Like we ended up finding a groove together. I think in a way, it almost benefited us more than we expected. It had some unexpected gifts. For instance, if you're in the studio and you're like on the clock, you got to be making decisions right then in the moment. When the studio time's over and you're just sitting there in your own house, like you're more inclined to go a little deeper and try some things out. And we would often come in the next day with extra ideas. We're not coming home after this 11-hour day and just crushed. We're coming in from our living rooms basically. So it was fertile soil for more details and experiments.
So the decision making became the difficult portion, became the challenge. It's like, what do we, now that we have, I remember waking up one day and I had like a Dropbox alert on my phone and it was like, Sean Wagaman has added 111 new files to your shared folders, and Sean had just like-
Sean is wasting no time.
Right. Sean is taking full advantage of that studio that he built. And he's got like world percussion going on. And then like, once we have all this great stuff, what exactly do you use, So.
Mm-hmm. And now again, outside of music, I feel like you also each went through lots of personal journeys on your own in this part of life. How did you each grow in your own life? And how did that really impact the music you created as Walk the Moon?
This interview is different from any interview I've done before because I've got my baby monitor right here. I'm at home alone with my baby right now. A little part of me is going like, baby, please go to sleep. Please go to sleep, baby. And he's going, no.
He wants to listen to the interview. He wants to watch.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to rock, So like, obviously that's a big change, and that was part of the blessing of being at home to make this record is that I got to be home for a lot of his first 2 years of life and like really bond and have these special moments with him. Typically I would be in LA with Nick and Sean working out there. So getting to be home and kind of like finish my recording and go have dinner with my son and my wife is the best.
And now, Nicholas, you've said too that you're all individually and collectively as a band in greater acceptance of ourselves and who we are, which I love to hear. In this next iteration, who is Walk the Moon right now?
I think in a way we've really gone back to our roots. And how would I describe our roots? Like it was a band that had its beginnings in college and in the indie scene, playing in bars and house parties. And there's this, this feeling of like reckless hope and brightness and community. So even though this is something that was made, it started in the studio and then was made across thousands of miles, this album feels like even more like that spark in like the Anna Sun video from years ago, where we're just part of the heart of Walk the Moon is the people around us and creating memories. I don't know. There's something about this record that just like draws me to my like favorite memories and wanting to create more memories and how valuable it is. It's just like all we have is time, right? So yeah, there's something about that with this record.
And now, Sean and Eli, what would you both say? What are you most looking forward to your fans seeing on this new album, of seeing different sides of the band?
I'm sure everyone says it as they set up every record that they've ever made, but I want you to hear me on this, and I really believe this, is that this is the best Walk the Moon record. Like, this is the one. Like, I feel the proudest of this work. How could I be more excited about that than to present, the greatest work of our career thus far?
I love that. Sean, how about for you?
Just really excited to bring something like positive out of the last, that we've created out of the last year, or at least we've tried to make something positive out of what the last year has thrown at us, year plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, just really excited to bring that out to people.
Dream Plane Tour kicks off this fall, which is so exciting. And again, I know you just played a show, but how do you prepare to go on tour, and how has that preparation differed from, other tours in the past?
Oh my God. Yeah, we were just in rehearsal for a week preparing for our very first show. And we kept talking about it like being thrown into the deep end, There's so much technical that goes into it, so much. It feels like science, like being in the lab. But once you like kind of hit this breaking point, then it becomes about the music again, and it becomes about achieving that feeling, painting that picture. I think we're just a better band. We're just constantly evolving, and we are like constantly striving to be the best frickin' band in the world. We want to bring a show that is unforgettable, undeniable, and just like leaves people going home being like, oh my God, like we're committed to creating something great, and whether other people think it is or not, we'll see. But
as long as you believe in it, yes.
That's what we believe in. Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the tour and new music, but I thought we could play a little rapid fire game. And so I'm going to say something, and I want you all to go around and say the first thing that comes to your mind, and we're going to run through these questions.
Okay, great.
Are we ready?
Here we go. Okay.
Here we go. Okay. Fill in the blank. My favorite lyric we've ever written is,
life is the bomb and it might blow up just the way that I am. I'm alive and it's bittersweet.
Ooh, I love that one. All right, Eli.
No rules. We can stay as long as we want. From Aquaman.
Ooh.
On Talking Is Hard.
I love it. Sean?
We have lyrics?
Best drummer answer ever.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. What's something that people often get wrong about you?
I think especially early on, we got pegged as kind of a party band. I remember a headline early on that cut particularly deep that like really like pegged us as like lacking substance. And I think what people don't understand is that like we've got ballads, bro. Like we've got feelings and we are sharing them. In fact, a note that we received from our management on the show the other night was too many ballads.
Okay, our next one. Outside of music and touring, what are you each most excited about in your life right now?
I'm obsessed with yoga nerd.
I love that. Eli, your baby, right? Probably.
Yeah, right now, my swim lessons with my baby, I take my baby swimming once a week, and that's like the greatest half hour of my week. It's the best.
Sean, your drum set, that's amazing. What else?
Really excited about my dog.
What kind of dog?
She's a Bernie Doodle.
Okay, here we go. You come off stage after an amazing show. The first thing you do is
Hug my mom if she's
Hug
there.
your mom. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, Shadi, Eli, what would you guys say?
I love a post-show vodka. Is really something that I enjoy indulging in. Yeah.
Of course.
I need an ice bath. It's usually.
I love all the different answers we
something
have
like
here. Okay, here we go. 2 more for you. A concert you'll never forget that you went to.
My first concert I ever went to was Kansas. Dust in the wind. It was great. 5th grade, baby.
Oh man, every time I've seen The Killers, I've seen them like 4 or 5 times. Every time I'm just like, this is the best band I've ever seen that has ever played ever anywhere. You know, they're just
Besides
so
Walk the Moon, obviously.
besides, second only to
I don't know. Paul McCartney is kind of unforgettable.
at Bonnaroo.
At Bonnaroo, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Last one for you. The best song for you to hear a crowd sing back to you.
Hearing people sing "Can You Handle My Love" was so bizarre and strange and amazing. I'm so excited for the new songs to come to life on tour. On tour this fall, Dream Plane tour, all over America. Tickets available.
I love it. I mean, and why you brought that up, Can You Handle My Love? Let's talk about it. The vulnerability of the lyrics, the self-love there. How did this song come to life? And why did you want to lead with this one?
We're all, as people, coming into this like greater acceptance of ourselves. And so this song kind of like unfolded almost accidentally through the view of meeting somebody new, through the view of like, oh, I really want this person to like me, seeing all the things about myself that maybe are imperfect, are unique, or messy, or unlikable, or whatever. And it's like, oh, actually, I get to just accept that. And if you can't get on board with that, then that's all right. I'm good.
Walk the Moon, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on the Dream Plane tour and your 4th studio album, Heights, out this fall. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of Walk the Moon's music on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.